What's up, guys? I'm here today, gonna try to film some golf content. I'm not sure quite how it's gonna go. I don't really have like a tripod or anything. I just have this like selfie stick kind of thing. And I also have this headband thing that I found today. There's also these like sort of sticky pads that the GoPro has a connector piece that connects to. I don't know, we'll figure something out, but yeah, let's try it. All right, today we're gonna be playing golf at Tri-Cities Golf Course. I'll probably just play 9 holes because, you know, the GoPro doesn't really have that much storage. I'll definitely be able to get like at least an hour of footage, but you know, it all depends on like the graphics and the frame rate and everything that I want to record at. I think like in terms of like recording, it might be like very limited because, you know, when I get to do things like on the green, like I can't exactly like, well, I had this idea, I had this vision where I could just keep my GoPro like on the cart, like with like the sticky pad. I could just like set the GoPro up somewhere and just film myself from that angle like the entire time. But it's gonna be kind of tricky because, you know, I can't drive the cart on the green, and teeing off is going to be tricky as well. I actually had a tripod and it's in the house somewhere, but I could not find it. I've been looking through boxes and it's just deeply hidden, I guess. But yeah, it's going to be a challenge, and I'll see you guys when I get there. What's up, guys? We just got our cart. We're here at Tri-Cities, and I can't lie, it's pretty hot today. I'm gonna get my stuff loaded up and then I'll see you on the cart. All right, y'all, we got our stuff loaded up. There's not really a driving range here, so I'm gonna go ahead and, well, I'm gonna go chip and putt a little bit on the green here, and then we'll get the first tee box. All right, guys, we just finished up at the green. I felt pretty good. Putter's actually feeling great today. I'm like striking it really clean. Chipping, I was pretty good. Chipping has been sort of like what's been saving me recently. I've had some really good up and downs as of late, and here we are at the first tee box. Let's see. I was gonna say if there's like a picture of the greens on the scorecard, or like the holes, but here, I'll just show you guys this one right here at the Pines. First hole, par 4, 350. I'm gonna be teeing off with a 4-iron, and let's see how I can set you guys up. All right, let me figure this out. Guys, I'm actually having a hard time trying to figure out how I'm gonna film myself while I do this. This is a look at the first hole. I guess I could I don't really want to drive the cart up here, and I don't really want to put that headband thing on yet. So we're in a little bit of a predicament. I might just have to film myself from over here. Let's see. Yep, that seems fine. That one doesn't count. I hit that ball in the trees, so I'm gonna give myself a breakfast ball. All right, shot 2. Guys, this isn't going well at all. I'm really feeling the pressure of the camera right now. I'm gonna have to take a drop on this first hole. All right, guys, so I ended up hitting both of those balls into the woods. Not a great start at all. So I'll be hitting 3 from here. This may not be a very long video if I don't tighten up. So the ball entered about like right here. So I see a little gap right here, so I think I'll give myself a drop right there. All right, that's not bad. I have a little bit of a look right there. All right, I think that angle should be all right. Kind of have to get it through that little hole right there, and I don't have much room to work with, so I think I'm just gonna punch out, honestly. Yeah, I think we're just gonna punch out in the fairway. That's a bit of a tough shot. I don't think it's really possible, so I'm just gonna punch out here. That's it. All right, this should be fine. So I'm not really one to make excuses, but I have been playing with the same glove for, I guess, a few months now, really for a long while, and I had to get a new glove because the last time I played, I actually played here, and it started raining on me, and I had to get a new glove because, I mean, it had a hole in it, and it was already really wet and everything, so this glove, it's not really broken in yet, and I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's kind of uncomfortable. This is where we are right here. We actually have a pretty nice look to the flag from here. We are hitting for 4 though now, so we're gonna have to have like a pretty good up and down here. All right, guys, we have a pretty good lie here. .156 to the pin. Kind of in front of the green, it comes down, and there's like a little valley there, and it gets really wet, and since it's been raining a lot, it's probably like really wet and nasty, and I don't really want my ball to get stuck in there, so we're gonna try and carry it to the flag, maybe a little bit past the flag. Since I'm in the rough, I'm gonna be hitting a 9. Would normally hit my pitching wedge for any shots around like 150, 155, but today, since we got a little bit of wind going against us, and we really want to get it out of the hazards anywhere in front of the green. We want to kind of get it there on the fly. So we're going to be hitting a 9. Not really worried about the height on the shot or anything. Just really aiming for the left side of the green because that right side really slopes down. So let's see what we can do. All right, I've drawn that one quite a bit into the trees on the left side. So let's see if it's still playable. Guys, this pressure from the camera is real. I'm actually really feeling it right now. But, you know, as long as I stay relaxed, I think I'll be having a good day. This is still the first hole. Got 8 more holes. I'm not too worried about it. Got plenty of balls, so losing balls really isn't a problem right now. Actually, I say plenty of balls. I have 3 left, which I thought would have been plenty to begin with, but let's see if we can find this ball. All right, guys, so found the ball. Not in too bad of a position. Definitely still a really tough up and down. The front of the green kind of has a lip that curls towards me, so what I'm thinking is I'll use like a 56 degree and kind of low flight a chip shot that hits that lip and bounces right up because the pin is really close to me, and I think for this shot I'm going to try to use the headband. So let's see how it goes. All right, guys, I now have the GoPro strapped to my head. I'm not really sure how this angle is gonna work out. But I kind of have to like look down at the ball for you guys to see, I guess. But yeah, got kind of a hard ground right here. Grass is nice, so let's see what we can do. I pushed it a little bit, but that was the right idea. I played it off of that lip right there, which is pretty much what I wanted to do. You can see it kind of slopes up right here, but I just hit the ball too far to the right and it kicked right on me. All right guys, we've got this putt for, I believe, 7. So not a great start, but let's see if we can't keep the damage to a minimal. Kind of got a little bit of right to left, uphill a lot. Kind of got to get it there. Just never broke. All right, it's all good. You know, those things happen. You come out on a golf course where there's no range, and you know, you might hit a couple array shots at first. So that's just to be expected. If you guys can see, we struck that ball pretty clean. But yeah, let's see if we can clean it up on the next one. Guys, I just took a look at the footage from that last hole, and I'm pretty satisfied with the head cam. Honestly, I would do it the whole time, but it's very uncomfortable. I think I'll do the tee shots from up here, and then maybe everything else I can do, you know, how I've been doing it. Let's just see if I can start playing some golf. Alright, so we missed the fairway to the left, but still pretty good look. So on this hole, this fairway is like pretty nice. I definitely think it's got one of the nicer fairways, either this hole or the next one. It is a par 5. Is it? No, it's a par 4. Sorry. But yeah, we've kind of hit a shot. I pulled it a little bit, and we're into the left rough, but not in too bad of a spot. So let's see if we can find the ball. Alright guys, this is where our ball ended up at. Not too bad of a shot. We got about 177. So I'll probably hit an 8. Just keep it really smooth. Yeah, it's a pretty nice lie, honestly. Alright, for this one, it kind of slopes off to the right. If you go anywhere left, you're pretty safe, honestly. Just really need to get the ball there. That's about it. All right, I've kind of punched that one a little bit, and I think we're in a good spot. So let's go check it out. All right, so I put you guys back on my head, and don't know if you can see from this far, but they've actually got a pretty good look for birdie. Yeah, it did pretty good. It landed kind of a few feet in front of the green and rolled right up to here. So it was a pretty nice shot. I think I'm gonna go right edge, and this is about a 20-foot putt. So I'm gonna have to play it more like 24, 23, 24 here because of this big uphill. But yeah, let's see what we can do. Oh man, that was close. But you know, we'll settle for a par. We'll take a par there. Pretty good birdie putt. Pretty good approach shot. Pretty good hole. So let's go to the next one. All right, guys, I think I've decided you guys are just gonna stay on my head for most of this round. We'll play this hole with you guys on my head and we'll see how it goes. But taking it off of this like small selfie stick and putting onto the headgear is kind of tedious. So yeah, I get this cart to stop. All right, yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, we're here at the third hole, par 4. I've kind of got the ball teed up a little higher, that way I can get some air on it. There's a little bit of wind blowing into me, but I think that with it teed up won't be much of a problem. All right, let's see what we can do. Kind of aiming for the left tree here. If I hit that hill, it kind of goes downhill in the middle of the fairway, and I think that that'll put me in a nice spot. Oh guys, we've actually crushed that ball and it's perfect. All right, let's go see where we're at. All right guys, so I've actually had the genius idea of taking you guys off my head with the headband still on, and that way I can just pop it right back on my head. I am holding the camera now though, which, you know, it's all right. But yeah, we just hit a really nice tee shot there. You know, I normally am using my phone. I have this app called 18 Birdies, and I've been using that to kind of track my rounds a little bit. So with recording, I haven't been able to do that, but that's all right. Let's see where our ball ended up at. Kind of crushed that. I think we did pull it to the left a little bit. Should be around here somewhere. All right, I'll be back when I find it. Guys, I'm not really sure what happened. I can't find the ball. I'm getting out of the cart now and walking around, but I hit that really well, and I don't think it could have gotten this far into the rough. So that's kind of upsetting. It's not mine up there, is it? No. Yeah, I hit it right around here, and I don't see it. This is really upsetting. I'll find it, don't worry. Guys, I've actually hit this ball about 100 yards further than I thought I was at. I was over there where that lady's walking, and my ball is actually right here, not even 100 yards from the green. 70 yards in, so. All right, I'm putting you guys on my head, and let's go. I'm gonna be hitting 60 degree, kind of trying to get it close to the hole. We can kind of play this one sort of like a regular pitch shot. It's about 80% of my full swing, so wow, that was loud. Someone's drive just hit a power line. That's funny. But yeah, we're just gonna go straight at it, see what we can do. Oh, we've pushed it and left it short. Okay, that's fine. Still putting. All right, we got kind of a long putt here. I didn't play that shot well at all. My elbow came untucked, and that caused everything to just come way right. But you know, we're putting now. It's pretty long, so gonna have to figure something out here. But you know, we came really close last time, and that was sort of a long putt. And gotta fix the divot here. All right, see if you guys like my divot tool. It's got sort of a swordfish on it. And actually, that reminds me, today I saw this video on TikTok of swordfishes and how at night swordfishes actually dive like to the midnight zone, where they normally stay in sort of like the top layer of the ocean where it's pretty sunny. They actually at night they dive straight down to the midnight zone. And I thought that was pretty cool, because down there, you know, there's giant squids and sperm whales and all that stuff. And I don't know if I believe it or not, but it said that the swordfish actually eat the giant squid, like it could beat it in a fight, which is kind of crazy because giant squids are like 50 feet. I'm pretty sure it said. That's a ginormous squid. But anyways, let's hit this putt. Break left. Okay, not bad. Still got a par putt. Let's just tap this in. All right, not bad. Another par, we'll take it. Still in a deficit from the first hole, but we're playing some good golf now. All right, guys, here at I think this is a par 4. Let me check. Yeah, this is a par 4. So last hole was really good, but normally on this hole, well, first of all, this hole is right next to the last hole we played on, and it's sort of on the same hill. Like the same hill is like running through the middle of the fairway. So I've got a 4-iron right here, and my idea is just that hit this 4-iron sort of on the left side, because it is sort of a dog leg left, and it should just hit that hill and take off if I keep it in the fairway. So let's go. Oh no, I think we've hit a house. I think I just shanked it. Guys, I literally just shanked that ball really bad. I hope that that didn't hit anything or anyone. We're gonna hit a provisional here. Definitely not gonna go try to look for that ball. Well, I actually kind of need to, because I don't have any more balls, but let's see if we can hit a good one here. And I've shanked it again. Wow, what am I doing? Am I standing too close to it? I don't know, guys. This could be a long hole. All right, guys, I found my provisional ball. Actually, that's not my ball. This is my ball. Oh, great, behind a tree. We're gonna have to punch out here. All right, take a 6, I guess. Guys, this is not good. We're kind of losing it here. We had a good streak of bars going and kind of just lost it. This is technically my 4th shot, since my provisional counted as a drop. So hitting my 4th now. Man, I'm actually on a route here, so I'm gonna give myself some free relief back this way, away from the place where I dropped it. And yeah, I kind of got to be careful not to kill myself with this tree, but let's see if we can punch out to the left here. All right, should be good. Guys, I really have just like completely lost it on these past couple of holes. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I guess it's the pressure from the camera. But I don't know, I'm not feeling too pressured right now. Ball ended up in a great spot. Let's get back to it. Let's play some golf here. All right, guys, this is where we ended up. Our ball was over there somewhere by those trees, right behind that one right there. But yeah, this is where we ended up here. And let's see how far we got. Kinda got 142 downhill. I think that I would punch a 50, but yeah, let's do that. We've got wind to our backs. Green kind of goes off to the right. It really is like pretty downhill. Probably will play like 140, and if I can clean this one pretty high in the air, I think I can get the wind to take it. So let's see. Ball's a little bit below our feet, so we're gonna play this one a little bit more to the left, but we're still gonna try to go straight at it. Oh, this came out way right, but it's the distance. Oh, look at that. I don't know if you guys saw that, but we got a beautiful bounce to the left, and we're on the green putting. Let's go. What a break there. Let's try to make the most of it. All right, guys, so I ended up only hitting that approach shot about 135, like even with the wind. So we're gonna have to keep that in the back of our mind for the next time we have to use that club. But we're here on this hole now. We're on the fringe. We've got a really lucky bounce from over in this area. It actually bounced right up here. And let's go, let's see if we can make a putt. All right, this is for 7. So another big hole, another big number, but let's see if we can't limit the damage. I'm gonna go left edge here. All right, uphill. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, man. These greens are just not breaking today, but I did kind of kill it, so can't really blame the greens. Oh well, that's how it goes sometimes, you know. That's how it is. That's golf. But yeah, I think with the tee shot, I definitely was standing way too close to the ball because I hit it off the hosel, and that's what caused it to shoot off to the right. And also my hand placement, I had too weak of a grip. So, you know, we're still trying to figure it out, but we're still enjoying this beautiful day out here, and on to the next hole. All right, guys, we are on to a par 3 here. It's 152 yards and a bit uphill. So I've got my pitching wedge. I think the pin is actually in the back of the green, so I am gonna change clubs and kind of hit a 9-iron. Kind of keep it very controlled here, because, you know, when you start putting more strength into the ball, that's when you lose control over where it goes. Alright, gonna try to draw this one up there a little bit. Keep it nice and controlled. I'll come back right. Alright. Should be a good distance. I hit that one a little bit off the toe, but you know, still up there. Still good. What did I just drop? I don't know what that was. I don't think that was from me. But yeah, let's go see where we're at. All right, guys, I don't know if you can see from here, but we have missed the green to the left a little bit. Trying to stay hydrated on this hot day, but yeah, I mean, ow. Hopefully I didn't hurt you guys. Hold on. I think that I literally just hit the GoPro with its 60 degree. All right. Here, pretty easy shot. Kind of can hit it off this bank right here and let it roll up to the hole. So let's see if we can put it close. Oh, that was a great chip. We'll take a par. That was so close to going in. Wow. All right, pretty good hole. Let's see if we can just keep making pars. I mean, I don't know what the deal is. Like, we're having some good holes and then we're having some terrible holes. It's just like the tee shot like sets the tone for the hole, I guess. So we really just need to focus on hitting good tee shots from now on. But yeah, guys, it was a good hole. I actually forgot that I have not written down any of my scores yet. So I think for the first one, we had a 7, then a 4, then a 4, then I think we had another 8, and that was 3. So 3 pars, 2 triples. Yeah, I guess you technically can't shoot an 8, but the triple's kind of nasty for both of those. Already 6 over. But yeah, this is par 5, and we've got a super wide open fairway here. I don't know if you guys can see. I've got to tilt my head up a little bit, but yeah, very pretty hole. I like this one a lot. Definitely hitting driver here. Gonna try to cut this one. Gonna start it left, cut back to the middle. The fairway does slope down into the left. Gonna have to be a little fancy with this one, but not too fancy. All right, let's see. Kind of gonna aim this one right here and get it to come back to the right. Let's see what we can do. Ball is actually above our feet quite a bit. I think I'm gonna relocate on this tee box. I kind of have to come in a little bit, which I don't really want to do, but that ground over there is just not flat at all. A little bit of a cut. Can keep it decently low. Just start it off to the left. We pushed it too much right, but it should be perfect. I mean, the fairway slopes back down to the right, towards the middle, so we did start it off down the middle, technically, but, you know, we had a really nice cut to that ball right there. So, you know, we're controlling the ball well. All right, guys, I think we're walking up to our ball now, and it's kind of in a terrible lie, but not too bad of a shot. Somehow it came around this tree. I'm thinking that it came up this hill, like it stopped somewhere over there, and then it took this roll right here, and somebody just hit their tee shot over here. Huh, it's pretty funny. I guess it's those guys over there. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be hitting my hybrid here. So the thing about with my hybrid is I just got it re-gripped, and the grip that I put on it is a different size grip than all my other ones. This is a mid-size grip, and I put this one on here, and I'm not too fond of it yet. Kind of feeling that it's leading me astray, kind of leaving it over to the right a lot more, and not really contacting the ball as well with this club. But you know, this is where we're at right here, and this is what we got, so let's see if we can make it work. Ball is heavily above our feet right here, so we're gonna choke up and kind of punch this one out a little bit. Oh, that was a really tough shot, and we ended up topping it, but should be some yardage gain there. No, golf isn't about how pretty it looks, it's about the score at the end, right? And I think we still have a good shot. All right, guys, so we've actually gone from a terrible lie to a significantly worse lie. We're literally on the side of a hill here. I think I am gonna punch it up there. The fairway actually comes back to the left, if you can't see, right in between those two trees. I can kind of punch something up to the fairway. There is a bunker there, but as long as I get it up there, I think I'll be okay. And this ball is heavily on the side of the hill. we kind of have to hook this ball around this first tree and get it to ride up that fairway. So let's see what we can do. It's going to come out a little bit left on us, but I think we can make it work to our advantage. Oh, that's fine. Hit the cart path. It definitely took off on us in the wrong direction, but we struck that one pretty good and should be up by the green. All right, guys, we've ended up passing this bunker here, and we rolled all the way down the cart path to here. And I can't lie to you guys, this is going to be a really tough shot. The green slopes back from front to back heavily, and there's a big hill that I have to climb to get onto the green. This is going to be a tough one. Kind of have to flop it up there, and I want to make it close because this is our 4th shot, so we'll be hitting 4 here. I kind of want to put it up on that right side over there because I think it'll funnel back down towards the left, but that's a really tough shot. Gotta open up our club face here a little bit and kind of let it ride up there. Whew, let's see if we can do it. Decent lie. We've just hit that way too hard. I think I caught it a groove low, but hopefully on this side we'll have a better look.
Bruh. 6, 7. Bruh, 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 bruh.
All right, guys. So, unfortunately, the GoPro died. Pretty upset. I was able to finish that last hole with a bogey. Upsetting. It's really unfortunate. I guess from now on I'll film from my phone, so you'll probably just be seeing clips. And I may not film the entire hole, but we'll see. All right, guys, this is the tee shot for hole 7. Sorry if I sound a little bit more monotone. I'm kind of upset that I'm losing footage for this right here, but yeah. All right, should be decent. Should be up the right side of the fairway. So let's see if we have a good look. All right, guys, I'm driving up to my ball here. On the right side of the fairway, you're kind of like down in a hill. So this isn't exactly the best shot because this is like an elevated green, like heavily elevated. And let's see if I can find the ball. But yeah, it's like really up on a hill. It really wasn't a bad tee shot though. I got some good distance on it. As long as we're in a good spot, I think we'll be fine. But yeah, let me find the ball. All right, guys, this is where I ended up, kind of on the right side of this fairway over here. Still a pretty good look. You're probably not able to see, but the flag is through there. Kind of just putting this divot tool in the ground and then sending you guys up on that. All right, guys, I think I definitely hit that ball way too hard. Definitely was too much club. I did not take a distance because I was hitting in front of a tree, but no, it's actually not too bad. This is where we ended up. It hit off the right side of the green there, but we are on the back side, and we are chipping for 3 currently. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna film from there. I'll try to be kind of quick. Yeah, it was in pretty deep, but that's fine. Hit it way too soft. We'll take a bogey there. It's not too bad. Probably should have lined up that last putt, but you know, it looks like it's gonna start raining soon, so I think we're on a time crunch against the rain as well. All right, guys, we are here to a par 3. Let me write this score down real quick for the last hole. Let's see, on that par 5, we ended up making bogey 6, and then we made a bogey there. All right, so we're on hole 8. That's our score so far. We're on hole 8, and it is a par 3, 242 yards. So I'm gonna be hitting a 4-iron here. I'm gonna try to prop my phone up off of my driver. That way to give you guys a better view. But yeah, I think that if I strike this ball well, this should end up pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see, but the flag is actually over there right now. Bit of a long hole. So let's see what we can do with what we got. There's already tee here. Perfect. Got this one teed up a little higher, and I'm gonna try to pull this one a little bit. I don't really want to miss right here. Missing right wouldn't be the worst, but let's see if we can get this one pretty straight. Guys, I'm just super flustered right now. Super upset that, you know, the GoPro died, but I can't let that stop me from playing my best. So we just hit kind of a pitiful shot there, but let's see what we can make out of it. All right, guys, I couldn't find the ball, so we're just gonna see what we can do. I'm gonna take a drop down here. Oh wait.
Bro, you not even in the frame.
I'm gonna take a drop here. We're kind of...
Get off the course, chud.
Yeah, guys, it's getting pretty rough right now. I just lost another ball, and our last shot wasn't that great, so I don't know, guys. This is turning out to be not a very good round. Let's see if we can save it with a good up and down here. Guys, I don't know what just happened, but I thought I pushed it way right, like all the way over there, but it ended up right here next to the green. This could be the break that we needed. Yeah, guys, I'm not sure what quite happened there. I must have got like the luckiest kick ever. We've got up and down now for, I believe, bogey. Right? No, for double bogey. Correction. So, you know, that wasn't the greatest tee shot, and we're still coming back from it. So let's see what we can do.
Hurry up and finish, bruh.
Yeah, guys, I thought that I could just beat the break, get the ball to the hole, but nope, not today. But it's all good. Got one more hole left. We ended up making a triple on that par 3. It's a tough hole, 242 yard par 3. Those will get ya. But yep, we're on our way to the next hole now, and you know, sometimes these things happen. It's just not a day today for golf, and, you know, trying to make the best of it. So this last hole is usually pretty fun. So let's see what we can do.
My dumbass filmed the whole shot the wrong direction.
You never making it out, bro.
R4, last hole. We're in business. Don't tell me I just did that.
You did, you dumb.
Alright. So guys, I just filmed that shot backwards. Which really sucks because I just hit one of the best drives of the day. At least I hope you guys heard me talking you through it. Yeah, I hit that ball really well. Wow, that's embarrassing. Once the camera turned around, but you know, we live and we learn. This is still the first video, and it's going pretty good so far. Made a few pars, and we have a shot for birdie now. I hit this ball pretty darn close to the green. I think we have a really good look at it here. So let's see. All right, guys, this is where our ball ended up. Pretty good drive. I'd say we have about 30 yards left. So yeah, again, about a 300-yard drive. Tee box is back there, and ended up right here. So I think that's pretty good. It's kind of sloping back down towards the front, so I can fly this ball pretty close to the hole. I might try to keep it low, try to spin it a little bit, that way it stops by the hole. Guys, that was a great shot. All right, we have an awesome look for birdie now. Guys, we just hit a great approach shot, and we have a very, very makeable birdie putt now. Come on, guys, come on. It is starting to rain, so I've got to wrap this up pretty quick. So let's go. All right, guys, uphill putt, breaking a little bit to the left. I've got it about half a cup out to the right, and it's raining pretty heavy now. Let's knock this in. Come on, for birdie. Oh, dang it. It actually is right next to the phone here. I'm just gonna give myself a gimme there.
Thank you guys for watching. This has been Ethan Found the Camera. Leave a like and follow for more content.